Welcome to another video on Epson Sports. Make sure you leave a like and subscribe to the channel. Shout out to Black Couch Booking for this idea. He did a video where he brought back the ECW brand and put some wrestlers on there that he think was driving the brand. So I'm doing my own version, and mine is a little different. Obviously, the men's world title division and the women's world title division, tag division, and all that. Also got the TV championship for the men's mid-card division, but for the women's mid-card, I'm at the open weight division. And so we're gonna start off with AJ Styles. That's the in the men's world title division. He done won championships all over the world. So you put a guy like him in ECW to become one of the first world champions, it will absolutely help that brand if they had a rebrand. And somebody else I think that could thrive in that division is somebody like a Ludwig Kaiser, because he might not ever get that main roster solo run as a champion. So you put him on a brand like ECW, I think he'd be great for the world title picture. Now let's move to the tag teams real quick, because it's two tag teams that I definitely put on here. Two of the greatest tag teams ever. I put the New Day and I put the New Day and the Usos on here. Yeah, I bring the Usos back together because I think they're best together. So you bring them back on ECW, had them and the New Day put on a feud. Now you got babyface Usos and heel New Day. So it just adds an interesting dynamic to everything. For the women, whereas she gets Zoe Stark up here, since she might not ever win the women's world championship or women's championship. Still possible, just not likely at the moment. And she'll be, I mean, she's an amazing wrestler, so I think she'll work well as a world champion. I also put D-Fab there to give her some shine, let her get out on her own a little bit. And then what I do with the Street Profits, I would actually split up the Street Profits, have Montez Ford in the world title picture with AJ Styles and Ludwig Kaiser. Then I make Angelo Dawkins worthy. I make him the main star of the ECW TV title division. Because both of these guys can wrestle. They're both great wrestlers. I think they're both work really, really well on the mic. But I had them both on solo runs where they don't have to interact with each other. And if they do, it'll be like them teaming up or and don't have to like be them fighting against each other. That's the easiest way for me to split them up. Then for this open weight division for the women, I think the first person I'll put here is Zarya, because she's not really doing much in NXT. So I don't know if she'll win the women's title or the North American title. But if Shawn Michaels don't have any plans for her, I would definitely put her in that division and let her shine there, becoming the first ECW open weight women's champion. Now to spice up things in the men's world title division, where I'll put Dominic there as well. Obviously he'll get a lot of heat. It'll be like that one John Cena and RVD match if you put Dominic against Montez Ford or against AJ Styles. Like the heat he would get would be insane being in the world title picture. So I think he was drive there. Oh, let's see. Damian Priest. Damian Priest, put him in the world title picture. He has been a world champion before, so I think he'll thrive in this situation as well in the ECW men's world title picture. Let's get some more people for the TV championship. Where's Tama Tonga? There you go. Tama Tonga. He was he did some great stuff in New Japan Pro, even didn't look decent on the WWE since he came back. And so I'll put Tama Tonga in the TV title division, get him out on his own, do some stuff on his own, and I think that'll be pretty fun. What did I have in tag? I had Natalia right here. I'll put Natalia in the women's world title picture so she can say, because she boasts all the time about how she's the best of all time. They give her the ECW women's title. I mean, it's not no much disputing that she's definitely one of the greatest of all time. Let's see. I had an OC in the men's tag team title division. I don't know where they done been at since AJ done been out, the OC done been out. So I have all of the OC, and I'm gonna have Michi in here at some point. But yeah, I had an OC, I had him going to tag division. Then at some point you can have AJ as the world champion, the OC as the tag champs. Then Michi, where did I put her at? Actually, not. Let's, I put Michin in the women's world title picture as well. Then you could have all four of them holding titles at the same time, looking like the most dominant group. So they can still be a group and be in different divisions. Like you got the OC fighting for the tag titles, got Michin fighting for the women's championship, got AJ fighting for the men's championship. But that'd be a cool dynamic. And where's now Dakota Kai? I think she would help the open weight title division a lot. A great in-ring worker, so I think she would be a perfect person to have that championship. Her and Zarya having a feud would be pretty cool to start off. I'd also put Jada Parker in that division. I just saw Jada Parker. What am I tripping? Okay, I'll get back to that. Oh, there she goes. She was right by Ilya Dragunov. So I put Jada Parker in that division as well. I think she's pretty good on the mic. Obviously had the situation that's going on. Not gonna speak too much about that, but I I had them there. Pretty deadly. They're not really doing much on SmackDown. I mean, they got this whole thing with Apollo Crews and DIY or whatever, but it's not realistic for them to get the tag titles on the main roster. So I put them in NXT. I mean, on ECW, and I think that'd be perfect for them. Then I would also put Fraxium if I can find them. There goes. I found them. I would also put Fraxium on NXT on ECW. They've had a good run as tag champs, but I think they could add a spark being one of the younger teams in the division. So I think that'll just be a lot of fun to see. Omos, if you bring him back, I think the world title picture on ECW would be the perfect place. Like he probably won't be a singles champion in WWE. He's won the tag titles before, but I think this could be a good spot for him. Pete Dunne, I'll put him in the title division, in the ECW title division, because on the main roster, he's like a lot of these people. I'm thinking about like how much of a run can they make, and then what type of value can they add. Like Pete Dunne, he's a good wrestler, so I think he could add a lot of value to it, to this division, along with Ilya Dragunov. Why do I keep forgetting where these people are at? But yeah, I put Ashante Adonis here too. I mean, he just made an appearance on TNA. There goes Ilya Dragunov. I put both of them in the TV title division. I think Ilya can be a main eventer one day, but at the moment, right now, unfortunately, he's injured. Hoping for a speedy recovery. But I think he'd be perfect for that TV title division. Piper Niven, if she doesn't, if she as she wasn't able to beat Chelsea Green, and they just had them split from each other entirely. I put Piper Niven in the open weight title division. I mean, it's open weight for a reason, so the sizes and all that's really gonna vary. It's not gonna be like uh, no weight class or anything like that. And then I also put um, where's Lyra at? Okay, there go Laura Valkyria. I put her in the open weight title division too. Obviously, she's a mid card champion right now. And I think she could do well on ECW too. I love to have, if I'm the general manager of ECW, I love to have Laura Valkyria on my brand. Where's Austin Theory? Oh, he's right there. Austin Theory, I think you separate him and Grayson Waller and you put him in this division to let him shine. Yeah, speaking of Grayson Waller, I'd actually put both of them in the ECW men's world title division. You can even do a feud at one point with them, like they didn't split up at this point already, and they're both trying to win the World Heavyweight Championship. So I think that'd be perfect. They get I put Nikita Lyons in the ECW Women's World Title Division. I think you could tell some solid stories there. Like really, then really some of these, like Azaria going a long title reign, then she loses, she can move up to the world title picture. Or after Natalia had her with 2 month reign, she could go to the open weight title division and add some more titles to her belt. Kiana James, no matter what division she in, I think she'll be great for ECW because she's not doing nothing on the main roster. So I don't know if she's been injured or what, but that's definitely where I'll put her at. I also put the Creed brothers in the tag team division to round it out. So I think you could tell some fun feuds with these 6 tag teams with the New Day, the Usos, the OC, Pretty Deadly, Fraxium, and the Creed brothers. I guess a lot of good talent. You got some like the New Day and the Usos. They're pretty good on the mic. Then you got the Crazy Brothers who can put on some good matches in ring, along with Fraction. You got the veteran experience of Pretty Deadly. Then you got the veteran experience of the OC. Then you got the comedy act with Pretty Deadly. So that'll round out the tag team division. For me, I think that'll be a pretty solid tag team division. Now, my man Devon Evans, I'll put him in the world title picture as well. I think you can tell a lot of great stories. Have AJ being the first champion. You can tell a story with AJ and Omos, as they used to be a tag team. Got history with Priest and Dominic. You got a guy like guys like Montez Ford, Ludwig Kaiser, and Devon Evans, who have never been in this type of spotlight, and you can get them up there. Obviously, Grayson Waller wasn't the NXT champion, but he did have that opportunity to win it, as he was an Iron Survivor. In theory, they've been a U.S. champion before. You guys like Ludwig, Montez, and Devon Evans, who haven't been singles champions, and inserting them into the world title picture. I think there's a lot of great stuff that they could do in there. So those round out the world title division and the ECW tag team division. Now let's get some more people in the TV title picture, because I think uh, Rey Mysterio don't got a lot going for him on the main roster right now. I think you put him here, add that veteran experience, helping some of these guys put on some great matches. I think that'd be fun to see. I'd also put Wes Lee there. Don't know where Wes Lee's been at recently, but I think you add him to the TV division, have some matches with Ashante the Adonis, with Ilya Dragunov. Like Wes Lee, he can wrestle, and personally, I enjoy his mic work. Logan Paul, we don't want to see him in the world title picture, but you bring ECW back, want to get some eyes on the product, and have him in the TV title division. Now, if he working for me, he working full time, but I think that'd be a great move to have him and Angelo Dawkins do something, or him go against Tama Tonga for the title. Like I think those would be some cool matches. Then to round it out, I'll put Cedric Alexander in that division as well. As he's not doing much anything on NXT, so bring him down to ECW, have him fighting for a title. He don't got to win it, but he'll always be in the mix, be in some contenders matches here and there. So that'd be cool. Now it's time to start rounding out the women's divisions. And let's Blair Davenport. Apparently, SmackDown is supposed to be 3 hours to get her some more TV time, which I find ridiculous because we haven't seen her. But you know what? Cool. Still got to give it time. Put her in that division. I think you can have some cool matches. Also, I put Lola Vice in the open. That's put Lola Vice in the open weight title division. I think you can make for some fun feuds and matches, especially if her and Jada Parker ran it back for the third time. Like I run a tournament, then the last match ends up being Jada Parker and Lola Vice in in their in their trilogy for to crown the first open weight women's champion. Then Kaden Carter, I think she is better than Katana Chance in the ring, and I'd like to see a solo run from her. I mean, if possible, because I think Katana Chance isn't bad. It's just I think Kaden Carter could do a lot if she was on her own. And then to round out the division, I would have Candice LeRae, the Speed Champion. The Speed Championship don't matter, but Candice LeRae, she cool. I put her there, first ever Speed Champion, if I'm not mistaken. Have her round out that division. Naomi, I put in the ECW Women's World Title picture, because I think you can tell the story of Naomi and Natalia going at it, them being friends in real life. I think you could do some stuff with her and Zoe Stark, or have her and B-Fab be the first two black women in the main event ECW. Kalani Jordan, one of my favorite wrestlers in NXT, I put her there too. I think she'll win the NXT Women's Championship by the end of the year. But bring back ECW, that's a perfect person to put on some great matches. And I think the promos will continue to improve. And I put Gigi Dolan in there too to round out the roster. So I think with the stories she could tell, there's a lot of stories she could tell here in the women's division and all these divisions. But that's it for this video. Make sure you leave a like on the video, subscribe to the channel. Tell me what you thought of my rebrand of bringing ECW back, who I have. But like I said, that's it for this video. Peace.